If you're sure, although I do wonder if an aerial view might be helpful.
Oh? I would not be opposed to that. Again, as long as we stay relatively close to the ground. So you've been taking him on, because you know that he's a little bit afraid of heights, but you've been taking him on the back of Valor a few times, and gradually he's becoming more and more used to it, and you've been going higher and higher and higher. I wouldn't say more than... I think more than a story would be a little bit too much for him.
Okay.
But you've been, So he says, maybe just this once we could go a little higher, just to see if I could catch a glimpse of maybe some of the creatures running about.
I think that's a wonderful idea. And I was just going to say, Pasha's going to hop and find Valor, saddle her up.
Yeah, you can saddle her up, and he, of course, will help you, and he will hold out his hand to assist you to get up on Valor in the front. And he will, hoist himself up, his manly muscles rippling as he hoists himself up. Oh my! Hoists himself up onto the back of Valor, and Valor is excited again to go and fly off. And the wagon is still traveling, but you've managed to be able to. Valor is very well adept at hopping off and just circling around and flying a bit. And so you'll go off just a ways. Not Valor can still clearly see where the caravan is, but you'll just kind of start to fly just above the trees, which is a bit high for Aththon, but you can see that he's so excited and so giddy, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even notice. Maybe if this was any other woods, he would, but right now he's just too excited, genuinely, to care about his fear. And it's like a kid in a candy shop with him, and he is just looking all over the place, and he says, I can see why you enjoy taking Valor out every now and then. The view up here is breathtaking.
I know I wouldn't be able to persuade you of this, but it gets even better the higher you go. Trust me on that.
I believe you, he says, and I suppose a few feet higher would be okay.
A little bit higher.
You go up a little bit higher, and Aththon, he says, the sun is shining over you right now, and he says, yes, the view is much better. And he's not looking at the forest. He's actually looking at your direction when he says that.
Get in there, Pasha. Pasha notices, and I think she gives him a sly smile, oh, is it better? Mm-hmm. But she'll keep looking out for, just wildlife, things that he might be interested in.
Roll a perception, Pasha.
So she's not going to see anything. That's a 16.
Oh! So Pasha, okay, you are just surveying the area, and then you notice something very odd and peculiar. And what you see is that there is a certain area of the forest where in the trees, the trees seems to be covered in some sort of weird substance, stringy substance. And you realize this stringy substance looks like spiders' webs.
No. Pasha.
Yes.
Just wide berth. Very wide berth. And she's gonna point that out, Aththon. Aththon, just look over there, please.
Aththon, who is distracted by some other view than the forest itself, he sort of blinks and he turns to your gaze, and he says, That does not look right at all. Can we get a little closer? Stay away from the webbings, but get a little closer.
I was worried you were going to say that. She'll comply, though. Again, trying to keep quite a wide berth of the webs, but just...
Sure. You guys will get a little bit closer, and you will see that there... Yes, it does clearly seem like some of these trees are covered with spiderweb of some sort, but then you look down on the surface, and you actually see what appears to be sacks of desiccated corpses, again, wrapped in these webbings down below. And the corpses seem to have antlers sticking out of them, like Halla antlers sticking out of them.
Do these antlers look like regular Halla antlers, or is one of them, like, just mysteriously golden?
No, they look like regular.
What a horrible first date. We found your mythical beast. It was dead.
Yeah, none of them seems to be the Golden Halla.
Okay, thank goodness. Is there any sign of the spiders?
Currently, no. And as you guys are circling around, Aththon is going to say, we should alert the caravan. I would like to do a little bit of investigating. You don't have to come with if you don't want to, but I need to find out for myself if there's anything about this that can be done.
Don't worry, Aththon. I'm with you. We'll head back and straight to the caravan.
You will fly back to the caravan, which is not too far away at all. So these webs are near the edge of the woods, like relatively close to the path. Oh. And as you are flying by, Aththon will yell out, "Stop the caravan! Stop the caravan!" And the caravan will stop, and the group will, like, gather around, and in the interest of time, Aththon is going to inform everyone what he and Pasha found during their date. He doesn't say that, but he says, "I've already spoke to Master Ignaldo, and he gave me permission at least for the next 12 hours to investigate. I would like to go in and see what I could find. You don't have to come with me, but assistance, if you can provide it, would be appreciated."
Of course, Master Aththon. Though I may ask, what exactly is the purpose? It seems just like to be the ecology of these woods.
I don't believe that giant spiders are native to the Dales. Something is not right. It's just a feeling of mine.
Fair enough.
Well, I think I can come with. I mean, it's the Dales, of course.
How big are these spiders that you're talking about?
Probably pretty big, Leon.
Oh boy.
Take out a Halla.
Yeah, well.
Enough to take out a Halla, it looks like.
It's too bad I didn't learn any fire spells.
That'd be useful.
Yeah, it would.
Taryn just looks at them like when they say using fire spells.
Wait.
Though,
so,
No.
yes, there are things.
I do believe you have the ability to breathe fire sometimes.
I do if we like swap some things out. It just there is a factor to consider that I'm going to be breathing fire in woods that we're currently going to be moving in.
I have the ability to use my fire if I need to on my weapons. I can at least keep it sustained.
Good point, Sol.
Okay, spiders are also ambush hunters, so keep an eye on your back. Don't get spidered.
Also, make sure to look up.
Oh, Nelly.
It has to be spiders.
Aththon also, he's looking at the group, you five, and he says, "Thank you, chakra avatars. We probably could stand to recruit 1 or 2 other people out of character. This is a character selection screen. And we'll say that enough time has passed so that Darren is well enough to go in as well. As soon as he says that, we could probably recruit 1 or 2 other people. Sir Garrison says, "I will be leading the charge. Thank you." He adds himself to the roster.
Garrison to argue, and then just drops it and then just kind of leans to the side and mutters to Leon,
"Actually, you could be eaten by spiders, so that's okay."
Yeah, he's got a big sword. You go slash.
If we select him, is he locked?
I guess out of character, I would say probably Nathan, because I think Rosie and Darren are the 2 who are probably good to go to the Deep Roads, which is, I imagine, is next session or 2. So.
And Aththon's already coming with us, correct?
Yeah.
Aththon's coming with you. Sir Garrison apparently is coming with you, unless anyone wants to fight him. But Aththon is already saying, "Thank you, Sir Garrison. I appreciate your concern for the woods." Well, don't misunderstand my motivations. I'm here to keep an eye on the boy, he says, pointing to Leon. Your help is still appreciated, regardless, Aththon says.
Well, we can bring Nathan with us, but I think we're already good enough. I think we can handle with 7.
Or maybe Valor, if we want an aerial perspective.
Valor is already
settled up.
Yeah.
Thank you, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, if you want to take Valor instead, you may.
So who wants to go up in the air then? You just Pasha, Valor, and no one else?
Perhaps Pasha and I can take it by air, Aththon says.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds good.
That's good.
Do you have a bow? Do you use a bow to fight?
He does. So you can see that Aththon already has a bow beside him, and you see that he also has some daggers, on his sides.
Do you have enough draw distance while in the saddle?
I think I can manage, he says. I've done similar combat on the back of my Bronto. It might be a little bit more challenging with Valor, but I trust her and Pasha.
Yeah, good to have a pair of eyes in the sky.
Okay. So, your party will travel, and as you go into the woods, again, it's not as dense as the Tirashan woods are, so it's just enough so that if Valor wanted to weave its way through the trees, it has enough room to do so. And you guys will pass by what I described as desiccated corpses of Halla, who have been captured by these spider creatures. And eventually you will make your way through the woods and see this scene before you.
Oh boy.
I don't like spiders.
That looks like a
Is that
llama?
Pasha or Callista, by the way?
That's me.
Okay.
In real life, I'm arachnophobic.
Oh man, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them on that map.
9 with a big one.
And there's a Golden Halla even.
Is that gold?
Oh, we have an albino spider fighting an albino Halla. Yay!
Also, we are officially in the region of Diminished Earth. Officially, we are in the region of Diminished Earth right now. So that means that people from here that are not in their region, that are not Dartham, you get a +1 bonus to all your cunning-based skills. Okay? In addition, outsiders in this region suffer a -1 to your defense. Your defense is lowered by 1. And then everyone other than Dartham gets their perks.
Oh, so I don't have my bonus to cunning anymore, right?
You do not.
We get ours from our other regions, so it's...
But you get yours.
Understood.
Right. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. In order to participate in the surprise round, I would like for everyone to roll a stealth. And if your stealth beats their perception, you get to go in the you get to act in your surprise round.
Okay, so I've activated tape magic mode. Yeah, I'll cast Paralyze on the big boy. I think that's enough.
That's success.
That's enough. Okay, so I cast the spell successfully. And then it will be I'm going to do many things. Okay, Paralyze. So there will be a Constitution Stamina against a spell power of 20. So it needs to get a 20 or more.
19! 19!
No.
And that's a really good
Alright.
roll. Okay, so it is now...
It is paralyzed.
It is paralyzed, and for that... if I'm not within 30 yards, I'll move within 30 yards to do that. So it is completely unable to move. It will last for the rest of the encounter. However, at the start of their turn every round, they get a new check. Creatures who are paralyzed lose their dex bonus to defense and can take no actions, but are not subject to coup de grace unless otherwise unconscious or dying. So minus dex defense, can't move or can't do anything until it's safe.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer so I have a little bit better range over there. And then with a major action, since it's ready, I'm going to throw a throwing knife at the spider over there. I'm going to spend my last 2 chakra points to do fiery.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 of that damage I do in fire is penetrating. And then, so I'm going to make the attack though, still see if it hits. Since I'm attacking with the ranger, do I still get backstab on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this gives me a plus to the attack roll. I am not aiming. And so that's a 21 total.
That will hit. Roll for damage.
Alrighty, so damage with my throwing knife. I have a new ability, Lethality, where I get to add my cunning for ranged attacks. So this is that's with the throwing knife, and here is with the backstab ability onto it. 16 with 2
Nice.
2 points of damage and 2 extra fire damage. That's penetrating.
16 total. All right.
16 with an extra 2.
The creature writhes in pain. Just roll me a medicine roll. Well, anyone who wants to roll me a medicine roll and tell me if you get higher than a 15. Does anyone else?
Success.
Okay. Anyone who gets higher than 15 will realize that the fire damage seems to be super effective against the creatures.
Fire hurts them more! So I kind of yelled that to everyone.
Next is Beastmaster Aththon at the very top. So he is going to take his bow and he's going to attempt to... So Mark of Death does what? Just out of curiosity?
+1 damage when attacking that creature, I believe with melee and ranged weapons.
Okay. He is going to attempt to pick out the small spider at the very top, at the very north. So he will be a little bit less accurate because he's not used to... Okay, is that enough? Okay, unfortunately because he's trying really hard to adjust himself flying, he just missed. The smaller spider.
If he was within the aura, he had a +1 to the attack. So I don't know if that would have given him a hit, but
yes, that's enough. So he does his cool. So he will do his damage. Stunt, 1 point stunt. So he'll do an extra 1 point of damage, which is fine. Okay. Nice.
Okay, I'm up. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be my max movement. And then I'm gonna swing on this guy right here. 14.
That'll hit. 14 will hit. Roll for damage.
Nice. 12.
12. Nice. Okay. Darethim.
Okay, so everyone is aware, I took Entropic Cloud as my new spell from my 3rd tier thing, which is a really cool spell. I'm going to move up to within how many yards? Within 10 yards. Oh, that's short. Okay. Yeah, so I will move up to there. I think I can because I have a lot of movement speed. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can probably move right up to there. 7.
Yep, you can.
And then I will shoot a walking bomb at that guy.
Nice. That's a good idea.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
So that will be a test versus
13. Target number 13, a spirit spell.
Yeah. Well, it's 15 because.
15.
But that's enough. So
right.
the spell power will be 18, and it's a Constitution Stamina test versus spell power.
Not now. The first thing you do is damage.
Oh yeah, that's true. The first thing I do is damage.
Yeah.
And I do an extra d6 because I'm in team management. So it'll be 2d6 plus 1.
Is this penetrating?
It is penetrating. It is all
okay, go ahead.
9. So that will be 9 penetrating damage. Is it dead?
So that will kill it.
Hey, all right.
Does it blow up?
So because of walking bomb, anyone within 4 yards takes 2d6 damage, not penetrating though. Which
4 yards takes 2d6. Okay.
Yeah, which would be
all of them.
Yeah, it would be all of them. So they will all now take
10. Good.
I'll take it.
Good. Very
And
good. Take it. That's very good. All right. Good job, everybody.
That was fun.
If you notice, I was trying to give you an encounter where creatures were bunched up together. So.
And also apart from everyone else. So yeah.
Yes. Enjoy. Valor where do you want Valor to move, Pasha? You tell me.
I think Pasha's gonna try and fly Valor up to around here.
Okay. Right up there?
Yep.
So we'll say that you're up there now. Okay. And Valor, because it can, I'm just gonna say Valor can swoop in and attack the paralyzed spider. Is that...
Pasha is for that.
It will swoop in and attack the paralyzed spider. So this should not be too hard for her. That's
because I think you destroyed the one you put on the initiative. Not. Yeah. And they had a 17. Not to be that guy. But...
Valor.
So they would go before Valor.
Also, while I'm determining damage, I would like Russo and Pasha, and actually Darethim, to roll a perception spot. It's perception seeing. Valor had 3 stun points, so she is going to do a bite attack, but then she's going to rend with her claws on top of that, which will also hit. So 15 points of damage with a bite, and then 13 points of damage with a follow-up.
Nice.
So now, for both Pasha and Rousseau, because you're because you're so close to these creatures, you realize that these things are not actually spiders. These things they look like darkspawn. They're like a crossbreed between a darkspawn and a spider, because they've got like 8 limbs, and the way they move is just unnatural even for a spider. It's like crazy creepy. If you thought you were scared of spiders before, you're probably even more scared of these things.
Being a darkspawn myself, could I sense this?
Yeah, I'll say you can sense this too. That these are not spiders, these are darkspawn.
Okay. Yeah, if I had a turn just like a free action, as I would maybe see I would see the black blood explode rather than the...
You would see the black blood explode.
Yeah,
yes.
I would kind of see that. I would sense, because I've been getting a weird feeling, and I'd just shout out to everyone, "Darkspawn!
the spiders move and they crawl up the cliff because they can climb. And these three will try to attack Darethim. Now, one of them, Darethim, is going to try to entangle you in their web, which means you need to make a successful Dexterity Acrobatics check. The TN is 11. Dexterity Acrobatics.
Okay, I have a decent chance of that. I think that's
Nice.
11. That's 11 exactly.
Okay. The second one over here will also try to hit you with its webbing, so make another Dexterity.
Ooh, 6, 9. I think that's 11
11.
again.
Yeah,
and with
right,
3
right.
stun
You're
points,
fine.
with 3 stun points, my defense is 13. I think this is
The first one hits, the second one hits.
Okay.
So it looks like one of them has a stunt.
3 point stunned, yes.
It's 10 damage and you'll get poisoned.
Okay.
And skirmish means it gets to move a square, yes?
Skirmish means you move me a square.
Or it.
I move you a square.
Or it. Either or.
Or it, yeah.
Or it.
Me or you.
Okay,
Me or it.
I think it will. I think it will move here, but it will do a poison bite stun for 2 skill points. The poison debilitates the victim, who suffers a -2 penalty to dexterity until the end of the encounter, or until he receives a heal spell. The second one, 10 points of damage again. Another 10 points of damage.
10, okay.
For Russo, the spiders are going to surround you, Russo. One of them is again going to try to hit you with a webbing. You're going to have to roll a dexterity. Acrobatics, TN of 11.
Nice. 15 for 3
15.
stunt points.
All right. And a second one. Another one will try to hit you with another again, TN of 11.
20 with 6
You're
stunt
fine.
points.
You're fine. All right. The other one will attempt to bite you. 15. Does 15?
That'll hit.
Okay, and then the second one, 18.
Yeah.
So the second one has 5 stun points. Okay. So I'm going to say that for the first one, it does 12 points of damage. For the second one, I'm going to add Mighty Blow to this one, which adds an additional 3. An additional 1d6, I'm sorry. So that's 11 points of damage from the second hit, and you also are going to get a Poison Bites stunt. You suffer a -2 penalty to your dexterity until the end of the encounter,
Nice.
or until you receive a heal spell.
Pasha is going to hook her shield at the big old spider, and basically she's going to use all of her chakra powers to basically ding it from this spider to this spider.
Nice. Nice.
Spider, just in a circle and then back to her.
Nice. Oh, that's so cool.
Amazing.
Do it. Amazing.
Also, I
Go
noticed
ahead.
that you did not pick me, so thank you.
You're so a baby.
I know, it's fine. I'm also the Darkspawn, so I can't get infected, so it's fine.
All this damage is penetrating, by the way.
Nice.
All this damage is penetrating.
Okay, so big spider. 50. Oh god.
Nice. 15 penetrating.
North spider. 21.
21.
Spider to the east is 15. Spider to the south is 24. Spider to the west is 14. And then back to my hand.
What are we even doing here? Tasha's got this.
I don't know.
Well, she used six chakra points. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, but every main singer needs backup singers, so.
That's true.
Using my special quick reflexes talent, I will draw for free my short sword, and I'm going to make a minor action. I'm going to go a move to backstab.
nice.
So I'm going to move a little bit over there. So I have to make a stealth roll, and they have to make a perception seeing I'm attacking this one specifically.
Okay.
So for stealth versus seeing, to see if it sees me as I approach.
12.
Okay, it doesn't see me approach, and I'm going to backstab it. So this gives me a
Go ahead.
to the attack roll.
Go ahead. That'll hit.
That's a definite hit, and I get
Roll for damage.
plus extra 1d6 and an extra 2 for penetrating fire damage. So that's a total
Nice.
of 19.
Nice. And that kills that spider. The darkspawn black blood spews out and it falls over and collapses. Sir Garrison, 1, 2, 3. He comes over here and he has a long sword, and he will attack that darkspawn spider. 13 points of damage to it.
So I'm gonna run behind a tree because.
Don't worry, Leon. I got plans.
Don't want to die. And then I saw a squishy mage get surrounded by some.
I'm fine. I'm serious. I'm fine. Don't worry.
Spiderinos. It's gonna do a heroic defense cast on him.
Okay.
Some extra armor.
All right.
So first of all, I have to see if I actually can cast the spell.
Yep.
17. I get
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Oh, I beat it. Yep. All right. So now.
So what do I get?
Dartham now has +5 defense and
Nice.
+2 armor.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I will mark.
For about 2 rounds, and then I need to spend more mana. But he gets it for free for 2 rounds at least.
Beastmaster Aththon. Alright, he is going to fire at the spider here. 10 points of damage to that spider.
Alright, I'm just gonna do another blunt weapon attack on the one I hit last turn. I get a +1, but I don't think that'll do it.
13.
That'll miss. Yeah, that'll miss.
Wait. I'm sorry, I forgot about one ability. I have expertise that can let me add up to 3 to my
Okay.
attack roll if I take that update.
That'll hit then.
Yep.
Like that's a minus the damage, correct?
Yep, I -3 off my damage.
Okay.
So 12 minus
9.
3. 9.
9 on which one? On which one?
The one I hit first turn, this one over here.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to cast hallucinations. So, it is an optical, auditory, and olfactory hallucination that can appear no wider or taller than your magic ability and cards. There are 4 targets. I will use 20 mana to, 15 mana to add 3 more.
Okay.
And they have to make, assuming I succeed, a perception, hearing, seeing, or smelling versus 20. And what I'm going to do is make everything within 6 yards exactly identical, except I am invisible.
Okay. So just see if you succeed
So
first.
first I need to see if I succeed.
So effectively they can't see you.
Effectively, I'm invisible.
To those 4 only.
To those 4 only.
Okay.
So this, if you can see the gray square there. And then I will use a minor action after that to move. Because if they touch me, that cancels the illusion. So I will move to go 1, 2, 3 to there.
Russo, just so you know,
Actually,
one of the spiders will try to spin you up in their web again. Now that you have a -2 dexterity failure, -2 penalty to your dexterity, roll me another acrobatics dexterity. TN 11.
-2, I'm not going to make that.
So okay, so you are now immobilized in the web. The target or they become immobilized. The target or an ally can free the victim by taking a major action and making a successful TN 13 Strength Might test to free you from the webs. This is the only action the immobilized character can take until they are freed. Okay.
Got it.
So you can't do anything until you get out of this webbing. And the other 2 will try to attack you. You take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
As for the other spiders, they cannot see Dartham, so one of them is going to try to shoot their web at Valor.
Oh no!
No!
I'm sorry.
Valor has good acrobatics, though. 19. 20. Alright, so those 2 are... This one is instead going to crawl over to Sir Garrison. And one of them is going to go up to Sir Garrison, but then try to shoot its web at Pasha specifically. Pasha, roll me an acrobatics Dexterity, TN 11.
20.
You're fine. Okay. It will hit Sir Garrison, dealing no stun points. So dealing 12 points of damage to Sir Garrison. Okay. Valor is up. You can tell Valor to move wherever you want.
I think Pasha would maybe fly her above the paralyzed spider to like dive bomb it, if that's
Sure.
possible.
Yep, you can do that. Okay. Pasha, you're up.
I think that as Valor dive bombs, Pasha's going to join in with like a stab of her sword.
Okay. And I'm gonna say that Valor will also attack too. Might as well. And she gets a 4-point stunt, so she gets 19 points of damage. Oh, good girl. And then she's going to follow up with claw attacks. 10 points of damage with the second.
Nice.
Okay. And then Pasha she will hit with that sword. Go ahead.
That's 16 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, 16 damage.
Nice. All right. The spider gets another roll against 20. Nope. Still paralyzed. All right, Tyrion, you're up.
Okay. So in major action, I'm gonna pull on the webbings of Russo.
Yes, you will be able to successfully free Russo of the webbing.
I always hated spiders.
Well, here you go. Ah, damn those webbings.
That was your major action. Are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna quick reflect some damages to heal Russo.
Can you do that as a minor?
Yes, because I have the shuriken count.
Cool.
19 success, so Russo will heal, it's not much, 9 health.
That's good. Sir Garrison
A little bit more
attacks one of the
webbing,
spiders.
Russo. Helpful webbing.
I'll take your word.
Yeah, so he gets 1 stun point. Sir Garrison will be able to use that to add more damage to his attack roll, dealing 19 points of damage to the spider.
Oh boy. I'm gonna pop up here. Use 2 chakra points to give Sir Garrison heroic offense, which gives him more damage. So let me cast that. I highly doubt I'm going to fail because it's incredibly low TM.
Nice.
And
great.
I'm running back to my position because I've got enough movement. So I go bop, bop. I'll use a chakra point to do the long distance cast.
How much extra damage does he do now?
+1.
+1? That's still good. Alright. Beastmaster Aththon will fire at the spider next to Sir Garrison. He will... No, he hits because he's in the aura.
Yep.
Thank you to Russo's aura, he hits. With 1 stun point. So, dealing 15 points of damage, and that kills that spider.
Nice.
Alright, Russo, you're up.
Huzzah, so considering that I'm free, I'm going to move right here, and then I'm going to attack this one right on Sir Garrison.
Okay.
So
you have a stunt point with objection.
I do. So if I were to up my attack by the 3 and take the minus again, would that hit? That would be a 14. So okay.
Yes.
So first I'm gonna just roll objections damage. 15, so 11. And then that will give me
12. Because -3.
Yeah, -3, so that's 12. And then I'm going to use the stump point to knock a creature prone adjacent to me. So this one to the side of Sir Garrison's knocked prone.
But remember that with objection, you get to do that to everyone around you. All adjacent foes are knocked prone.
Yeah, I can only deal within 1 square of me, though. I can't go out to the big one here, so these 3 would get knocked prone.
So those 3 are still, all 3 of them are knocked prone. That's your first time using that ability, which is sweet.
Just rolling and did a sweep.
All right.
Oh, it's dead. Okay. So I will first move up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just to there. And then I will walking bomb this one.
Nice. Go ahead, roll.
And they still are, and I'm using free actions to concentrate, so I'm still effectively invisible to those. Hey, I stunted! Nice. So that is a failure. However, I'm going to use my chakra point and spend 1 point to reduce the TN by 1.
Nice.
So it will succeed.
And I think you can get stunt points from spell checks?
Yes.
Is that right?
So
you can bank.
I get 2 stunts.
Bank
True,
if you want.
I also want to do a thing if I could. I don't think I can so let me check.
Yep, you can bank those chakra if you'd like. Use up 1 chakra to gain 1. You netted 1.
Yep.
You netted 1.
I'll do that. I will do an extra d6 of damage. So that will be 3d6 plus 1 penetrating on that specific spider. This is all penetrating. 10 penetrating. Is it dead?
Okay. It's dead.
All right, and then the other 2, and then the big spider and the little spider right there are going to take 7 non-penetrating.
This spider is going to go up to... I think it's going to crawl over here to Rousseau.
Just bring them all in.
So all these spiders are not prone around you, so you don't have to worry about that one. So this spider attacks Rousseau.
That'll hit. My defense is 14.
7 points of damage.
Cool, so 3 after subtracting armor.
Tyrion, the other spider, is going to attack you. It looks like it's 16 will probably hit.
16 will hit. It has 1.
9 points of damage, and it will skirmish. Valor is up. Valor will continue to attack the spider. Takes 18 points of damage. Oh my. That big spider's not looking so great.
Yes. That's an 18.
With a stun point.
Yay! I'm banking it. And damage 12.
Okay. Alright.
The big spider, right? Then it also adds +1 damage.
Oh,
So 13.
Oh yeah, because of the aura.
Mark of death.
I'd take 2 more damage.
Mark of death.
Because of the
Mark of death.
Asha and Griffin attack.
So you manage to kill the darkspawn spider, Pasha. Because this is the big spider, go ahead and show us a cinematic of you killing the big spider, the big darkspawn spider.
Oh, I want to be really cool, but I think it might be lame. I think that Pasha, she kind of gives an apologetic look to Aththon and just says, "Bear with me," and she flies up quite high, and then she desaddles herself and comes crashing down with the sword straight through its head.
Nice.
And she just rolls off, and she just kind of, very swaggers off with the sword, just yeah, I did that.
You stab it through its head, and it starts to screech in pain. The darkspawn does. Black blood starts to gush out, and it falls to the ground. And as soon as it falls to the ground, and you're walking away from it, the abdomen starts to burst.
No.
And it, with this nasty like black tar-like substance erupts, and immediately out of the body comes out more spiders.
God.
Jesus fuck.
And here we thought we were about done.
What?
That's a lot of spiders.
That's a lot of spiders.
I like to think Pasha sees this and then looks back at Aththon like, come and get me! Come and get me!
Run away! Run away!
I don't want to
Tyrion.
be around.
Well, as I see all like these more spiders come out, I'm gonna Alright, see what am I gonna do here? I think I'll just go for range. So I'm going to quick reflexes, sheath the short sword, draw the throwing knife, and I'm gonna hurl it at this creature to just pop out.
Also, side note, this one you actually already heard, I think, so...
I
I'm
know.
not sure, though.
No, I don't know. I know that was a Russo, whatever.
I'm pretty sure that one is also
22!
4 stun points, nice!
So I'm targeting this one. But for some points, let's see, what do I want to do? I want to hold some of those for chakra, at least.
You could lightning attack and hold 1.
I have to wrap reload also, so that's good, all 4, but I want to hold some. Actually, I'll do, I'm going to hold 2 chakra points, and I'll do Mighty Blow to the throwing knife. So, this throwing knife gets an extra d6 and a +2 for my fire, so it's 20 total damage. 2 of the damage is penetrating.
Nice. That will kill the spider. Nice.
The one below it, not the one above it.
Oh, sorry, the one below it? Okay.
Yep.
That will kill that spider, yes.
And I have minor action left that I didn't use. I'm going to reload my throwing knife, draw a new one.
Sir Garrison will shout out, Maker's Breath! And he will just hack the spider in front of him. That will hit. He does damage. 10 points of damage.
+2 because of the aura and the...
+2 because
buff.
of the aura, and which will be enough to kill that spider in front of him. He will move up right next to Sir Rousseau. Leon, you're up.
I'm going to cast Heroic Defense on Rousseau because he's in the middle of too many spiders. Too many spiders.
Gracias, senor.
It makes it, so now you have +5 defense and 2 armor. You get an additional.
Okay. So 2 armor, and then that makes my defense go up to...
Sir Aththon makes an attack roll in the aura. Again, thanks to Rousseau's aura, he hits.
that was the real
That
clutch
or-
move of the game.
And he gets 6 stun
With a
points!
6-point stun. Nice. Yeah, he's going to
Lethal blow?
attack. He is actually going to do, lethal blow, which is how many
2d6
extra
extra.
damage?
2d6 more.
Nice. 25 damage.
Whoa!
Which will kill, that one closest to Pasha. And with the skirmish, I guess he'll leap off of Valor and just jump right here in front of Pasha. And he'll pull out his daggers, like dual daggers. Rousseau, you're up. Yep.
Okay, I'm going further into the hornet's nest. So I'm gonna go... I've got these. Alright, so I'm gonna attack this one with the hopes of getting as many stun points as I can. Weapons! 18.
That'll hit.
Yeah, so close to a stun.
Roll for damage.
Okay. Would that still hit if I take the -3, then add the buff to damage?
I think
I
it was
guess
still
Expert Strike lets me do that.
15. With 15 hit, essentially, is what he's asking.
What if a 15 would hit?
Okay, so I'll take the -3 to the attack, then that adds on to my damage. So 14?
14. All right. That's enough to kill it. Are you doing anything else?
Realistically, no, because I'm out of chakra. So that's it.
Darethim, you're up.
Okay, I'll go ahead and just drop the illusion because I don't know who can see me anymore, and it doesn't really matter. So the hallucination just drops. It's a free action. I was going to go down here, but there's too many people in range. So I will attack this one with Walking Bomb, which will hit everyone except every spider. It will hit this spider and this one, but it won't hit Garrison. And I assume Valor's up high, so it won't hit Valor.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, let's do this. Walking Bomb yet
Roll
again.
to see if succeed.
Stunt already, come on!
That'll hit.
That'll succeed, so that one will take 2d6 plus 1 penetrating. 7 penetrating on this one, and yeah, this one. Is it dead?
Penetrating?
Yes.
No. No,
okay,
it's not dead yet.
then that one is Walking Bomb. So that
that
spider has
one-
to make a con stamina versus 18.
It fails.
It takes
So-
an additional
10 points?
10 penetrating. All penetrating.
It will. Now it dies.
Then everyone
Now it
around
dies.
will take. So every spider in that kind of area will take
Takes. Go ahead and roll.
10 non-penetrating.
10 non-penetrating. All right. That's very good. These will go up to Darethim.
Okay.
Darethim. Your defense is what?
6.
Remember, it's lower.
Yeah, I know.
in this.
Also, I didn't do
still
this
have-
earlier.
It'd stay the same because he's in the aura.
I still have the.
Okay.
Okay, and also I should say I added a +1 to my dexterity for my level up, which I forgot to do earlier. But it won't apply
Okay.
for previous. So now, so
Okay.
I have a -2, which means I have a 12. I have a +5 defense, right?
5 defense and
So
2
17, and then if I have a 1 from Rousseau, that's 18.
18. Okay. So only one of these will hit.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
armor. -2 is armor.
And 3, because I actually have my own natural.
Oh, neat.
I am a Darkspawn.
1 against Pasha. Pasha does a 20 to 23 hits, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
6 points. Stun.
About 6 stun points.
All right. 21 points of damage to Pasha.
Oh, Jesus.
And Pasha, you take a poison bite. So that means you get a -2 penalty to dexterity until the end of the encounter, or until you receive a heal spell. Rousseau,
Yep.
you will have 2 spiders. Oh, excuse me. There's 1, 2, 3 spiders will be attacking you.
Nice.
What is your?
19 because of Leon.
Okay, so only 1 hits you. You take 5 points of damage only.
Nice. So,
2 of them hits Sir Garrison.
2.
One of them
that's a
critically
fumble.
fails. So I'm just gonna say that the one that was knocked prone is going to get knocked prone again. But the second one will hit. 8 points of damage to Sir Garrison. And then the last one will try to hit Sir Aththon, which will hit, dealing... stunt. It's actually a 5-point stunt. 17 points of damage, and Sir Aththon is also poisoned.
I like the fact that the Golden Halla is just watching us get beaten up. Die for my amusement.
Then, all of a sudden, you hear a loud bellow. Boom, boom, boom. And is this out from nowhere? This huge, well, by huge I mean large, 2x2 square. This 2x2 square creature, which looks like an ogre? A darkspawn ogre with a unmistakable blue mustache comes charging in. You can see the trees like shaking as this creature just rampaging through the woods. Leaps up, jumps down, smashes these two spiders flat. He grabs one, the one right next to Rousseau, basically like snaps it in half, and then grabs another one that was with Pasha, flings it to the one that was attacking Tyrion. Those die, and he just basically pulls, he kind of just smashes through the other ones in his wake, and they die. He then goes over here to where Dartham is, and then he sort of does he grabs the one in the center, and he does a Avengers Puny God. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of thing, which basically smashes the other two dead
and
as
then
well.
I think before he smashes, Dartham like sees, just cinematically, Dartham sees Bomb coming, and he knows what's gonna happen now, so he just goes, well, fine. And everyone would see that he kind of drops his staff, and his hand reaches out and actually claws through one of the spiders, and then the other one, as it's just smashed, he bites out, and blood sprays.
Yeah, and that ends combat very quickly. However, there is now a large ogre in your midst.
I'm immediately going to cast Paralyze on Garrison.
Okay.
Right away. I'm not waiting. I'm immediately casting Paralyze on Garrison.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll to see if you succeed.
Yep.
Garrison's got some good wills.
He does. I also have a 20. Oh my god, really? Really? Okay, I'm gonna spend some mana to do that. So I will gain 1 chakra point. So I'll go to 7, and then I need to spend, I have a 15, and I need to get an 18, so I'll spend 3. 1, 2, 3. So I will succeed. He has to roll a, actually, wait a minute.
20?
Can I increase? You know what? I'm gonna just take the L, and I'm gonna increase my spell power by 1. So he has to make a willpower self-discipline. Wait, no, is it a willpower? No, it's not a willpower self-discipline. It's a Constitution stamina against 21.
Okay. So Sir Garrison is able to take advantage in this save. So 21.
Wait, why does he take? Oh, right. Okay.
Because he's a
it's so
Templar.
good. Oh, it's
so close.
It's a good thing.
21.
No!
All right. So
speed is only halved.
So his speed is halved,
but he can still move.
He can still move, and he's going to. He looks at he's going to look at the ogre, and he is going to yell out, "Dark, vile, dark spawn!" And he's just going to move slowly.
And as he does, Dartham would slide down the side of the cliff and go right in front of Sir Garrison. And say,
"Hold your blade, Sir Garrison."
Mr. Dartham, stand aside. Oh, you take off your mask.
Hold your blade.
What in the blazes is the meaning of this?
I'm gonna kind of shamble over from the poison starting to take effect. Blue mustache. Yeah, this is the whole thing, Sir Garrison.
What in the god?
Well, it's good to see you, but could you have picked the time to reveal me when I'm not around the fucking Templar?
He's still catching his breath. The ogre still. He's like sort of coming out of his rage right now. So it's going to take a while for him to clear his head and respond, but at least he's coherent enough to not attack anyone yet. Sir Aththon does actually take his bow out and he like aims it towards the ogre because he would.
I have my throwing knife out.
It's okay, Beastmaster. He's got the blue mustache. Wow, I'm feeling kind of loopy.
I'm put a hand on his back and cast heal.
All right.
Yeah. Everyone
heal
would
your
also see
poison.
that Daretham is pretty wounded. He's a little limping, and you could see like from the bite marks of the spiders, there is black blood oozing down his body.
Why? Who is that ogre?
This is Balm. He's also awakened. It's a good friend of mine.
And has a blue mustache.
Yes, I don't know how he kept it somehow, but he did.
After slaying those darkspawn spiders, why do you think I shouldn't slay this creature or you right here
Because
and
I have been
now?
interacting with this party for weeks now, and frankly, if you want to kill him, you have to kill me first.
Very well then. He's going to take his blade and he's going to attack you.
I'm gonna push Sir Garrison.
You're right next to him, so yeah, you'll be able to push him. He's slow.
I'm going
so
for the
just
might.
roll a might. Roll a might. 10? All right, that's not going to be enough.
Is the
I think you're
encounter still going? Just the question.
No, you can
Okay.
get out of initiative over. You can go out of initiative.
I'm still staying in taint magic mode, and if he's pursuing, I'm gonna cast paralyze again. Hey, finally! Okay, that succeeds, and I with 3 stun points. I don't think I want to do anything. Let me just double check my thing.
You rolled another 20, but
Whoa! Hang on. I have to check what my is. I'm just double checking here if there's anything. Yeah, I'm going to use all 3 of those stun points to increase the TN by 3. So now he has to get a 23.
All right. Here, you paralyzed him.
Okay.
He will be paralyzed. He's still conscious though and aware.
Because he's paralyzed as my shove work.
Yeah, you can he's just gonna go. Boom.
I'm going to quickly go over. I will go out of taint magic mode now, and quickly, I'm going to take Sir Garrison's blade and any other weapon he has. I'm just going to, like, I don't know. I'll give him to Balm. Why not? Yeah, I'll just stick it in his belt.
I was just gonna say, Pasha's gonna go and stand Garrison up. She's just sighing. I think she's sweating profusely because she's pointing.
No, after I take the weapon, I stand Garrison back up as well. Yeah.
And Pasha's just going to. All right, everyone, can we? Oh, why are there so many of you? Oh, let's not act like children, pushing each other in the mud. If we could just think about this logically, if you could maybe unparalyze him, whichever is the real Daretham.
What?
Pasha, you feel a hand on your back and you get 15 HP.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he's paralyzed. I stand him up, and once his weapons are away, I will deparalyze him.
This is an outrage, an utter outrage. How dare you paralyze me?
Well, you were going to kill me. What was I supposed to do?
And I had every right to do so.
No, you didn't. You did not.
Excuse me.
He didn't attack you. As far as I see it, that was out of the blue on your part.
He's a darkspawn.
Good. You have eyes.
And this is probably
Daretham
Garrison.
Delane. Good to meet you, Sir Garrison.
In Garrison's return, he actually bandage up Daretham.
Oh, how much do I get? 13?
13 HP. Mhm.
Thank you.
There you go. He may be a darkspawn, yes, but he can speak and he has intelligence.
And that thing, he says, pointing at the ogre, you saw how that thing just split all those things in half?
And do you
Balm
see
is
him
very good at
moving?
attacking.
Is he splitting us in half? Are you?
Sir Garrison is. I'm a bit scratched, but nothing that I won't.
Sir Garrison, if it helps at all, Cedric already knows about me.
Impossible. There is no way that the Night Vigilant would be in cahoots.
I implore you, write to him.
You really, really want to lead me to believe such a thing, that he would be cavorting with Darkspawn?
Yes, because it's true. There's a whole colony of us.
Roll a diplomacy or whatever the equivalent is. Persuasion.
Any sort of bonus or anything I get?
Well, honestly, if it's coming from you, it would actually be a minus.
Well, I mean, with
2.
the other people talking, I suppose.
All right, maybe somebody else.
I'll persuade.
Go ahead.
That's a good idea.
Roll a persuasion.
Garrison gets 15 HP from me as I bandage him up as he's speaking. Let me just at least see your wounds.
18 with 4 stunt points.
Okay. All right.
I assure you, he's no threat. And Sir Ashwood is most definitely aware of this fact. And if anyone can forgive him like me, you should be able to accept this.
This can't be. This doesn't make sense. And at this point, Sir Garrison's like kind of babbling to himself, like, was everything that I believed in a lie? How could this be? How could my idol, the Night Vigilant himself, possibly him, Darkspawn? He's not even talking to you. He's just talking. How could this? He just seems very confused and very like.
Seeing that, I would kind of go, okay, and then I would go back, grab the sword from Balm, and actually, as he's babbling, I would hand it back, hilt first towards him,
as a gesture of good faith.
He'll pull the sword off and snatch it away from him. He doesn't sheath it, but he holds it. While this is happening, Sir Aththon believes that things are, at least for the time being, stable, and he actually will approach the Golden Halla. And will tend to the Golden Halla. So, just however you guys want to flow through this, go ahead.
Wow, so we found 2 magical creatures today. Golden Halla and a blue-mustached ogre.
I suppose it's appropriate. Balm's mustache has somehow survived 1,200 years, Mr. Darkspawn.
1,200 years?
Yes, it's that old.
And assuming that you know it's lasted this long, are you 1,200 years old?
Yes, he's that old. Probably.
Well, hang on, did I write down the specific age? The last I checked, specifically, I'm 1,368 years old.
Yes, Leon is that old.
I've got some history notes I need to compare. Just, oh man.
I won't have much to say, but yes,
Which makes, he's putting pieces together of, conversations
ancient
and blood magic.
and all this stuff about blood magic, ratting the
He asks an ancient Tavine, how's my accent?
Absolutely awful.
We gotta talk, man. When we get back to camp, we'll talk.
I'm going up to Anton. The Golden Halla.
You go up and it is actually, as Hallas go, it is a magnificent looking creature. And you can see in the Halla's eyes as it blinks that there does seem to be some sort of extra intelligence to this creature. And Halla are very intelligent creatures by default. But yes, its coat is slightly, you see like flecks of gold running down its coat. And Aththon just seems super enamored by it. And he will sort of like kneel down, wobble a little bit because nobody's healed him yet.
Oh no, I did.
But he's, oh, you did? All right. He kneels down, and the Halla bows its head, and Master Aththon reaches out with his hand towards its face, and it will allow him to, sort of rub the side of its cheek. And he just smiles and beams up at it, and then he turns to Pasha and says, "Come on," he says. "Come here, Pasha."
Pasha will go, a little nervously. And she'll kneel down next to him in a kind of like, am I doing this right?
Right.
Elven stuff.
He'll turn over to the Halla and he'll say, "This is Pasha, my friend." And with that, the Halla turns towards Pasha, and then she also bows its head towards you. And Beastmaster Aththon will slowly and carefully take a hold of your wrist and raise it up towards the beast's face. And you can feel that it's very soft and soothing to the touch. And it just feels like as soon as you touch this creature, it has a sensation, even though you are a perfectly, grown-up person, it has a sensation almost feeling like if you are a little child, clutching and cuddling with your favorite stuffed animal. It sort of has that sort of comforting feeling washing over you.
Pasha has like the soppiest smile on her face, just like probably like, yeah. And then I think she remembers where she. Yes, it's beautiful. It's done.
Thank you, by the way, Pasha, for this. I would not have had the nerve to seek out this creature if it weren't for you.
Oh, don't mention it. It was my pleasure. Well, fighting that thing wasn't, but you get what I mean.
Aththon turns to the creature and says, "Do you know what's happening in these woods? Those creatures behind me, they're neither giant spiders nor darkspawn, but something completely different." And again, the Halla is listening as if it's understanding everything that Aththon is saying. And the Halla turns its eyes down towards the ground, and then it takes its head, and it's sort of like, with its antlers, it's like tapping down on the soil. "From beneath, you say? Something from beneath. That makes sense." And with that, the Halla begins to shake off a little bit, and it will bow its head one more time. And as it bows its head, its antlers shed off, a lot like the antlers of deer. They sometimes shed their antlers off, but its antlers kind of shed off and fall to the ground. And you can see that the Golden Halla, now without its antlers currently, sort of takes its nose and pushes the antlers towards Aththon. And he says, "A gift." And he carefully reaches up and carefully grabs the antlers as if they were made of very fragile porcelain. And he says, "Thank you." He tears up a little bit. "It is a very honorable and generous gift. Thank you." And with that, the Golden Halla will leap up this cliff with great agility. We'll take one last look at the group, and then we'll scamper off into the woods.
I think Pasha kind of lays a hand on Aththon's shoulder and just just like a gentle squeeze as she's kind of just nodding in a. She's not saying anything, but she's just kind of just wow.
While this is all happening, going back to Baum and Darethim and company, Sir Garrison is still babbling to himself.
I think we might have broke him, Dartham.
Better than him trying to kill us. Thank you for your help, Rousseau and Tyrion and everyone.
No worries. Do you think, so what are we gonna do with, look at the bomb? Who are you at first? I mean, I know he just said your name, but...
Allow me to introduce myself. He speaks, and again, Bomb has a very Beast from X-Men, or a Beast from X-Men thing going about him, and he speaks very intelligently, and he says, "My apologies for rushing in like that. I just saw my good friend in trouble, and I immediately couldn't think of anything else to do but to jump in and assist."
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it.
It seems, Dartham, that you are no longer traveling alone these days.
No, I am not. I've not been for a small while. Oh, everyone, this is Balm, my good friend from Ancient Winter. Balm, this is Leon Faust, a circle mage. Rousseau Alren, a former lawbringer. Our lost bigger. Tyrion Seedoff, my resident, and our resident doctor. And Pasha is over there. She's a member of the Kunari. Oh, and that's Sir Garrison, the Templar.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am sure you all have many questions. I don't feel 100% equipped to answer them, but perhaps my companions would.
Oh, so there's more.
I ran up ahead. They should be catching up with us right about now. And he will look up, and if you follow his gaze, you will see two figures emerge from the forest. A human and a dwarf. And you immediately see, based on the bracers on their hands, one has the bracer with an emerald, and the other one has a bracer with a diamond. And we will end the session there.
Oh.
Because next week, or next session, you will have two guest players.
Hey!
Wow.
Kenna,
Yes!
Sam, and Hannah will reprise their roles as Kenna and Theobald.
Oh no.
Ooh, oh no.
You're gonna get the awkward dad talk.
Oh no. Just, if I would have held out for one more session, or would it be even worse?